All right, so starting in a standing posture, and just kind of let your weight move from side to side. Now picking one foot up, sort of slowly here, just to get a feel for your balance right now. Feeling your weight changing from side to side. I'm just bringing your attention into the body, trying to get the mind and the body here at the same place at the same time. Letting the feet be still and big circles with the hips. Just let your shoulders move in the opposite direction, going in the other way now. And coming to stillness and doing some circles with the shoulders, first with both shoulders going back circles, and now forward. And now one shoulder and then the other. And now let your knees be soft. Sort of lean into this, exaggerating the move and feeling that stretch in the rib cage, going in the other direction. Again, just feeling the shoulders, the ribs. There's a little bit of movement in the hips. And now bringing the hands together in front and behind the body, sort of bringing the backs of the hands toward one another. And just feeling the back opening when you bring your hands in front, the chest opening, and just pausing here. Hands back, looking up toward the ceiling. Just feeling the opening in the chest, feeling the shoulder blades coming together. And now coming back to stillness and moving the head up and down slowly, a couple of times. And then just pausing with your head down, your chin toward the chest. Really feeling the stretch in the back of the neck. Letting your chin move along the chest toward one shoulder and then the other. And then coming back to neutral. And letting one ear drop toward the shoulder. And the other side. Letting your shoulders be relaxed. So we're not trying to touch ear to shoulder. Coming back to neutral. And then looking over the shoulder while keeping your gaze forward. We're not bending the neck, we're just twisting the neck. And the next time you have your head move, pause here. And putting your hand alongside your face, try to move your face back while you're holding it there. So you're going to feel the muscles in the neck contracting, and now let go. And you can feel those muscles just sort of letting go. On the other side now. Putting your hand along the side of the head and now trying to turn the neck back around and letting go. And just feeling that. And sort of doing the same thing moving the neck back. So putting your hands behind your head, and you're not pushing the head forward so much as trying to push your head back against your hands, but using the hands to keep the head from moving. So your neck is really working against that, and then letting go. And I can just feel all those muscles in the neck kind of relaxing. It's a great way to help with neck pain. And now just twisting, slowly twisting. And letting your knees be soft. Moving the arms, shaking the arms a little bit. Shaking the hands. Doing wide hands and then making fists. Circles. These are moves that I often do throughout this class. You know, I've been holding on to weights or the band for a while, or in the planks, and big figure eights with your arms. So sometimes my hands feel a little tight, and so I'll just do those moves, coming to stillness. Now picking up one heel, turning the foot in circles in one direction and then the other. So feeling all these little bones in the feet move, and just feeling the weight on the other leg, letting that knee be soft. Now switch legs, picking up the heel, the circles, and one way and then the other, your foot. And coming to stillness. Now taking a wide stance. And just bending one leg and then the other, and keeping your back long, your neck long, your chin tucked in a little bit. And just feeling the muscles at work here. The large muscles in your legs, even as you straighten your leg, kind of pressing that foot down into the floor. Just feeling these muscles slowly engage and then let go. Coming to stillness and then bending forward. So just hinging forward with your back about parallel with the floor, and just letting your hands and your head sort of hang toward the floor. Again, another move that can be helpful during this class if it feels like the shoulders are getting tight. And bending the knees, putting your hands over your knees, slowly rounding the back up. And walking the feet together. And now putting your feet right next to one another. And just standing here, again, let the back be long, the neck, bring your shoulders up and back. Tuck your chin in a little bit. And just feeling the balancing, just a little bit of balancing that is taking place here. And then putting one foot right in front of the other, so heel to toe. And balancing here. Maybe finding a spot in front of you to focus on. And again, just feeling the body, all the effort it takes to balance. Bringing that foot back. Doing the other way, heel to toe. And this is a great thing just to practice during the day. If you're doing the dishes, someplace where you can get some support, but just feeling the balancing in the body. All right, coming back. Shoulders up and back. Pull your stomach in. Engage your belly. Engage the gluteal muscles, the muscles in your legs. All right. We are ready.
I thought my balance was good until I did that.
Right?
Anybody else? I'm like, oh, I'm good. Looks stupid. All right. All right, we're gonna be moving side to side, up and down, back and front. So posture, breathing, grounding your feet into the floor as you manipulate our moves, keeping your core tight, staying within your range of ability. 3, 2, 1. Keep the arms out. We're going to kick to the front and twist to the side. Little more balance for us, right? I find it helps when I pull in my belly button and squeeze my glutes when I get off balance. Maybe that'll help you guys. And last one. Let's do our lunge complex. We're going to raise our arms with each motion. So feet are together. Take a healthy step forward, arms to the front. When you go to the side, same thing. For the way back, turn your palms around and press back, just like we do in some of the exercises with weights. Do a couple times each direction, each side, each leg. This is my last one. Good. All right, hinge and swim. So my weight's on my heels, I'm lifting my toes up a little bit, feel those back muscles engage. Stretch the arms to the front, then out to the side. Stand up tall, squeeze, push the hips forward a little bit. Couple more. Good. Yep, butt kickers, push pull. Heel to the butt, elbows go back. Bring the hands together in the front. Notice what muscles are working. A little bit of everything on these, right? 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Let's grab the chairs, put them behind us. Feet are wide. We're on the edge of the chair, so our core is supporting us. Hands are at home. I'm going to lean forward just a little bit. Press through my heels. Turn, turn, sit. Going at your own pace. Here's where you can start picking it up a little bit now that we're all activated and warmed up. It's safe enough to move. Kind of push that range of motion. Last one. Good, shake it out. I'm gonna go to planks next. So in the high plank, shoulders are over wrists. We're gonna bring our knees to our opposite wrist. So you're just gonna turn, go to the opposite wrist, pulling in the belly button, pressing on the surface that you're resting on. Should be feeling it in your shoulders, triceps, and your core. 3, 2, 1. Let's roll up into T raises. Let's try to get close to a minute. supporting ourselves on your surface, wherever it is. You can start at the wall or a higher table, work your way down all the way to the floor if you wanted to. Last one, and then walk it in. We'll go to lower body next. We'll do our fire hydrant donkey kick. Staying on the same leg. Go ahead and switch. We're gonna go right into the a row with a bicep curl. So finish up this leg, stay in the high plank, pull back, straighten it out, curl up. Feel those muscles contract in the upper back and your biceps. Also notice what's going on in the arm that's not moving. Are you shaking? Are you okay? Keeping the core tight, glute squeeze, toes dug to the ground. Last one, now walk it in. Those consecutive ones should help out a lot with endurance, right? Let's do a bird dog. We'll finish up with a bird dog. So I want to make sure you guys can see me. I'm going to be at an angle. Opposites. This is probably the shakiest one, right? You can, of course, modify. If you're most comfortable with doing one limb at a time, go for it, okay? This is things that you have to work up to over time. And notice, I'm not even perfect at it. Finish up here, walk it in. Last one, we'll do some plank, I don't know what they call it, across the midline. So it's kind of like a sweep of the leg. Stay on the same one for about 10 seconds. I'm gonna just drag it across the midline, pause for a little bit, bring it out. Just help out, open up the hips. Using core muscles. And switch. One more on this side. And walk it in, shake it out. Grab your bands if you got them. If you need them, gosh, I'm running really low, but maybe put it in the chat or invest online for some or hit Walmart or Target. All right, in the chair, we'll do a couple for each body part and then get rolling to the weights. Press out with by extending your leg. Keeping your shoulders over your hips, your core tight. Breathe, blow out as you push out. Last one, and then switch. One more. Stay seated. And we'll do some rows. So let me show you from this angle. Shoulders are back, eyes are to the front. You can flip your palms down to the ground and then flip them back up. And kind of notice how it hits your upper back and shoulder muscles. One more each way. Okay, sit to stand just like we did in the first part of the warm-up. And we'll do a few of those and then stay standing, okay? I'm also gonna add something, so go ahead and stand. If your bands go out to the side, try that. If it doesn't, it's all good. It's just a little addition. Good. One more and then stay standing, okay? Let's go right into our lunge with bicep curl. So one leg, as you go down, your back knee goes down, go ahead and lift up. You don't have to go very low with the knees. You can just kind of pulse like this if you want. You're safest that way. We'll do a couple more on this side and then switch. Last one. One more for posture, okay? We're gonna have the ends dangle, your hands towards the middle. You wanna be comfortable enough to pull apart and bring back. There was a couple weeks ago, we did the bands towards the end of the class and as a cool down. So these are versatile. They're good to use in a pinch. They're good to use if you're hurting because your form stays correct throughout. Finish up here. Let's grab some water and get a couple pairs of weights if you have them. We'll go down the line. So we got strength followed by cardio and core. Of course, every dog in my neighborhood starts barking when I need to teach. All right, this one, so I combine a lot of upper and lower body exercises. So go ahead and watch me first. I'm gonna do a high knee. I'm gonna step back and curl, just like we did in our warm-up. I'm switching legs in between, trying to keep my eyes forward. These may take a few repetitions to get used to it. But really, you're hitting like 3 good body parts in one exercise. One more each leg. And then we're going to go right into hurdles. You can keep your weights with you if you feel comfortable doing it. Hurdles are just up and over. So a little more core tied into this one with the legs. Eyes to the front, belly button up and back. Breathe it out. 5 more seconds. 2. Last one. Come on up strong. Big breath in through the nose. Shake it out a little bit before we head into the next set. You can do this one seated or standing because it's just upper body. Chest press, shoulder press, chest fly, I'm sorry. Arms are out like a cactus, straight up overhead, back down to the original position, forearms together. Core is super tight. When you're bringing weights in front of your body, it's going to pull on your body. So you want a nice, strong core to not bend forward and hurt your back. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, finish where you're at. Good, we're gonna go right into mountain climbers. So notice there's core in everything we do, regular mountain climbers. So straight up, you know how we did it before we crossed in the warm up, we're just gonna go straight up. Five seconds. 2, 1, lock it in. Go ahead and stretch all that out a little bit. This is good for the chest and shoulders and the core. So leaning back stretches the front of your body that we just worked. All right. Here's another triple decker. We're gonna hinge, we're gonna upright row, and we're gonna extend our triceps. So butt goes back, zip the jacket, go across, come back down the same way. Hips, shoulders, triceps. Five more seconds. And finish up here. I'm going to use my band as just as a marker. I'm going to do some fast feet. So I want how you see, I'm trying to step over it, staying on my toes as much as I can. Posture's tall. Five seconds. 2, 1, shake it out. You can use 1 or 2 weights on this one. Let's use 2. Let's use 2. We'll do our swings. This is another posterior exercise. You're going to do a back and pop it up. Five more seconds. And last one. Ladder climb for cardio also hits the lower abdominals. Drive that knee up. Squeeze the shoulder blade as it comes down. 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1. Let's get a yoga flow for a good posterior stretch. So we'll start in the plank. Here's where you can start catching your breath, breathing in through your nose. As you pull your hips back, blow out. Lift your toes, get the weight on your heels, sink into it. Next big breath in, start going up and breathe out. Hips down, shoulders back. One more time. All right, so breath should have come down a little bit, readying you for the next set of exercises. We do need the chair, sorry. We'll sit on the front of it, add some kicks. So power it up, right? Powered up, kick, kick, back down, power it up. Eyes to the front. 10 seconds. 5. Next time you're up, stay up, please. And over to the plank, your plank station. We're just going to do donkey kick fire hydrants again, okay? So we focused on our lower body with this pair, but notice also your abs. Stay on the same leg. Five seconds. Then switch it up. Good. Try to keep your hips from rocking. As we fatigue, our form might falter. So be mindful of that. Take a break when you need to. Last ones. And walk it in. That's round one. I'm going to take more time with it for the second round, do more stretching. I just wanted to give you a quick run through of what it might look like. And that way you get to figure out what you might need to modify for yourself or what you'd like to substitute instead of something that I suggested. So take this time to just kind of see your way through it in your mind. We'll be pushing about at least 20 seconds per exercise this time, okay? Okay. So 3 exercises in one for a couple of these. So it's good to practice in your mind as if you were taking free throw shots, right? The high knee, the step back, along with the bicep curl. Okay, so let me show you this way. Stand up tall, high knee, step back, curl. Other side. Not meant to do fast, guys. So the slower you go, the more stable you be. 10 seconds. Finish up your last leg wherever you're at. And then we'll go into the hurdles. So you're in a low crouch to start out with, feet together, out to the side, butt down. Butt down, eyes up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Press through your big toe as you push it back up to the center. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Take a couple recovery breaths. I'm going to do some kind of chest or shoulder stretch. You can do them in the chair or against the wall or with your hands behind your back. Yeah, Terry's going to do them in the chair. I like using the wall so I can move my arm around. Get your breaths back to manageable pace. And when you're ready, switch. All right. Next is just an upper body. We're going to shoulder press, chest fly. Feet shoulder width apart or wider. A wide base of support, okay? Core's tight. Elbows up, straighten the arm. Bring it back to center, close it up. About halfway, 10 more seconds. And time. Good. Over to the plank station. We'll do our mountain climbers. Bring the knees straight up towards the wrist in front of it. Same side. Walk up the shoulders. Power it up. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Stay on the chair. We'll do our yoga flow. We'll just take this time to sink back. You can go at your own pace here. You can add whatever you want. Just gonna do one more, and in my mind, I'm thinking about hinge, upright row, and tricep extension. That's what's up next. So. Hips go back. Back stays straight, you don't have to go low. Power it up, zip the jacket, make a T. Do you feel better about this one after the first round? I hope so. Nice and smooth. Halfway. I'm going to give this one a little bit longer because there's so much to it. Let's do one more time around together. And fast feet is next. So shake out the shoulders. Picture that imaginary line. Good, eyes up. 10 more seconds. 5, 2, 1. Good. Let's stretch our legs a little bit. We'll get the front of our thighs. You can do this standing or seated. Terry will do it. Yeah, Terry will do it seated. I'll just show you how to do it standing. You can also do it on the ground. There's so many ways to stretch one muscle group. So really, I want you to figure out what works for you. I'd love to hear about it. If you have any questions or just want to add to my knowledge base, so I know how you're doing. Yeah, push those hips forward, lean back just a tad. Couple recovery breaths. We're gonna go into the swings. I didn't like using 2 for this one personally because these are so long, but go ahead and use 2 if that's what worked for you last time. I'm just gonna do it with 1. So I'll probably do about 15 seconds per side, okay? Down and back, pop it up. So notice this is mostly hips. I'm kind of leaving my knees out of it. It's going to naturally bend as you bring your hips back, but it's not like a squat. It's not like when we sit to stand. Keep your back straight and your eyes on the weight. And switch. Pop, pop. 10 seconds. 5. And finish up here. Take a recovery breath or 2. We're going to go right into cardio. We'll do our ladder climbs. Drive it up. We'll take a nice break for a stretch or water if you need to after these 2. These are a tough one to do in a row. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Whew. I'm going to sink right back just like we did earlier in the class. And then fold to the front like Terry had us do. And heart rate should be getting back towards normal. We don't want to get totally back to normal because we're just going to pump it back up again. We want to keep that steady state of heightened respirations to your system. Squat with front kicks. So we're coming towards the end of class. My brain is thinking maybe more core. maybe a little more cardio, we'll figure it out. So squat with front kick, so that's a sit to stand, kick to the front, other leg. We'll do about 30 seconds or so on this one. Halfway, 15 more seconds to go. 5. And last one. Back over to the planks. We'll do our donkey kick fire hydrant. Keep those hips opened up. Last one, switch legs. Five seconds here. Last one. Okay, good. Don't cool down yet. We're not done, but we can take a nice stretch by opening our feet wide, pushing down on our inner thigh area just above the knee and turning it out. Take a breath or two. Roll it back over to the other side. Good. Let's have a seat and grab one weight. We'll do a couple abdominal exercises in succession. Let's start out with a Russian twist with a chest press. So the weight's resting on my chest. I'm going to turn, other side, turn, back to the middle, press out. Okay, so just do a few rotations of that. If you're leaning back a little, that targets more of the lower abs. But even if you're sitting out straight, it's all working. 10 more seconds. Keep it going. One more time, one more rotation. Good. Stay right where you're at. We're going to make a capital letter A. Down, up to about your forehead, other side. Notice I'm turning my eyeballs with my shoulders and my hands. I'm keeping my eye on the weight. No major cranking on the spine. 5 more seconds here. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Weights down. We get some rainbows. Lean back. Hold on to the edge. Feet and knees together. Keep going. 20 seconds here. Take your breaks if you need it. Don't compromise your form just because you think you need to keep up with everybody. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Everybody stand up. Grab one weight. And we'll finish up with diagonal chops. Okay, so we're doing a lot of cross body stuff right there in this sequence. So I just want you to, be mindful of that. So your body alignment is really important. Hip goes down, start low on one side, bending the knee of the side that you're starting from, pushing off with your big toe, carrying that energy through your hips, all the way up to past your shoulders. Keep your eye on the weight. 5 more seconds. 1 more. Get your bearing, okay? Shake it out for a sec. Picture yourself doing it. Hips go down and back. Bent knee. Push up. Push up. Belly buttons up and back. 10 more seconds. 5. Finish strong. 2, 1. What else you want to do? You want to do one more, Terry? Okay. Everyone's like, no, sit down. Let's do, geez, let's have a seat again. We'll do scissor kicks. Lean back. Scissor kicks, then bicycles. How about that? I'll wait for everybody to get back down. Okay. Holding on for dear life. I hate these. But you know what? They work. So you don't have to be all up high. This counts, just being right above, just hovering your feet above. Even if you wanted to do one at a time, that works. Whatever you got coming, give it to me. 5 seconds. 2, 1, feet down. Now bicycles. Again, you don't have to be very high up. You can just do little circles. Take your break when you need it. 10 more seconds. 5. Last one. Everybody up. Terry's gonna cool us down.
All right. So, yeah, standing, move around a little bit. Let your breath slow down. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, just feeling into the body, bringing your arms overhead. Arching the back a little, looking up toward the ceiling, really feeling this stretch in the core, feeling this stretch in the abs, and then twisting a little bit. Letting your hands come down, palms back. And bringing your hands behind you, pulsing back. And then bending forward. So doing this hinge, let your knees be soft, gently bending and straightening the legs, letting your hands and your head just hang toward the floor. Be feeling that gentle traction in your shoulders, your neck. And then bending and straightening the knees, feeling that stretching out in the low back. And with your hands on your legs, rounding up slowly. Then your head come back last. And then bringing one arm in front, sort of holding onto the arm, pulling that a little bit, moving your hands, moving your arm up and down. And then the other arm, pulling that in front, moving your hands, moving the arm up and down. Breathing, continuing to breathe slowly. One hand, one arm extended, fingertips toward the ceiling, and then pull back on your hand. So feeling this stretching, the wrist, the forearm, now hands toward the floor, and pulling back on the hand. And flapping your hands around a little bit, and then the other hand in front of you, fingertips toward the ceiling, and then fingertips toward the floor and pulling back. Great. Moving your hands, moving your fingers. Moving your wrists. Taking a seat, or you can do this standing. We're just going to stretch out the back of the leg of one leg at a time. So with one leg straight, heel on the floor, toes up. You can also do this if you're standing and just bend toward the leg until you feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Just pause here, take a couple of deep breaths. Really feeling your breath slowing down, coming up, extending the other leg, and bending toward the leg. And just until you feel that stretch. Coming up. Coming back up to seated, turning your head to the side, and then with your hand on the side of your face, trying to turn your head back and relax. Just feel that the side of the neck, the muscles on the side relaxing, the other side, turning to the side. And then holding your face there as you try to turn back and relaxing. And then with your hands behind your head, trying to push your head back against the hands and relaxing, just letting that go. And just feeling the muscles letting go, maybe feeling a little bit an increased blood flow. It's also a great thing if you have a tension headache, just to help to relax those muscles. All right. Thank you all so much. Thank you for your practice. Good job. Let's come on back and let us know. Again, like what Jesse was saying earlier. What do you want more of? You know, what do you have enough of?